I say I started from the bottom, I used to enjoy racing my 14-second car. This car was a 14-second car and I bought it, and now it's literally flying.
I was laughing, I was like,
sandwich on?
And with 2 less cylinders, it just outran everybody.
Race family, guys, welcome to another drag strip. This time we're at Orlando Speed World for, I forget the name of this event. I found it last minute and I said, forget it, let's go. I think it's like US Street Nationals or something along those lines. All right, guys, driving up to the starting line. This will be qualifying pass number 1. Keep in mind, we're 8th mile racing. That was the only class at this event that our car qualified for. So 8th mile, if you guys aren't familiar, is half of the quarter mile. So typically the best we've ever gone is a 480. So 480, best mile an hour is 156 mile an hour. So although we won't be going to the quarter, I would love to keep improving on those numbers. I would like to go at 70, 470, anything. If by the end of the weekend we can click off a 6, a 460 something, that would be awesome. That would show that we're heading in the right direction. So far, I pulled out 75 pounds of lead weight out of the car from World Cup, but I still do have a full tank of gas, and I still got the passenger chair in. This is another like 30 pounds. So as the weekend progresses, the fuel will go lower and lower. We'll save weight there. I'll pull the seat out maybe after this pass. Don't mind the squeaky belt, as Baltic likes to play games. Race family, here we go, baby, back at the drag strip. Last time I raced this car was last week Sunday. Today is Friday. 5 days later, I had to find an open track, and we have to keep at it. We got to get this thing dialed in. So this track here, this event that we're racing at, again, 8th mile prep. It is a prep surface, but 8th mile racing. The tune-up in the car now, this is 50 pounds of boost. At World Cup, we ran as much as 53, but any more than that, we were running out of fuel pump. So I didn't feel there was a need to really give it every last little draw, every last little bit to qualify. So this is 50 pounds of boost, a fairly aggressive 60 foot. I was gonna turn it up a little more and my freaking laptop died. So we'll have to do with what we got in here now. Personal best to the 8th mile. I looked up, that was a 4.7, so that was a personal best for this car. But damn, that man drove around me hard. He ran a 4.4. Sheesh, unreal. Hey, all I can do is give him a thumbs up. That shit was fast. So it looks like we do have to run through the scales after every pass. 60 foot. That's exactly what this car did at World Cup with the same exact tune-up. This is the tune-up I had during qualifier 1. I never again went a 120 60 foot over there. I figured I would spin. So we'll start cranking it up here. The track here felt freaking nice, man. Our Florida tracks did not play. All right, so that was a 120 to the 60 foot. 0.047 reaction, 479 at 152. It's not much better than our best ever, but it is good.
I knew that blue car was gonna be quick.
That.
Real quick. It looked like you were even with them till about 200 feet.
But look at it now. All right, family, my luck. I got paired up against the fastest guy in the class. So here's the ticket. We got him at the tree on a 120 60 foot, but that thing's got power. I was just guessing now. This is, remind me your name again?
Cole.
Cole. This is Rick Prospero's son. He's the crew chief of the Green Mamba, the Green RX-7 that's kicked their butt in the past many times. I was happy to hear they weren't here today. And then we got this other guy who's a freaking monster in our class. So I mentioned to Cole now, I was like, that car, our class is called the Heavy Street, so that car's gotta have some decent weight in it, probably like 3,500 pounds. So if it's that heavy and it went 177 in the 8th, I'm like, it's probably like 2,000 horsepower. And your guess was how much?
It's probably closer to 3,000.
Yikes, dude.
Probably about a 3,000 horsepower big block twin turbo car.
What? That's unreal. So we still got some more in this, but not enough to get down to no 440. The track felt incredible, so let's pull a little more weight out. I'll pull the passenger seat out. I usually don't rate. This class wouldn't care about that shit, no? I'll pull
race car class.
Yeah, it's a full race car class. I'm gonna pull the passenger seat out. I'm gonna pull a little more weight out of it and just keep. This will be the event where we really lean on the 60 foot. Let's see how much. If we can get down to the 115 or so range, that'd be a PB for us. Hopefully we can get the car down in the mid 460s would be unreal.
I'll put you in the glue so you guys the best chance.
Thank you, my brother. You're the man.
I'm in.
Thank you, champ.
No problem.
All right. I didn't want to have to do this, but that big block's making me do it. Taking out my seat. All right, family. That big block ran out of our life. That shit was fast. Crazy, man. I'm gonna take out the seat. I normally don't run this seat at Florida 2K. A lot of the events that we run at, there's no requirement for a passenger seat. So whatever little bit of weight we can save, ditching it. This thing's gotta come out. It's stuck on the damn parachute cable. Yeah. There it goes. There it goes. The only downside to no passenger seat is I sometimes enjoy bringing my laptop and I can just throw it here and it goes nowhere. Now, if I throw the laptop here on the ground, I have literally shot it all the way to the rear in the past. So now I'll have to leave the laptop out of the car. Whatever. All right, my gloves. My laptop had died, so I'm actually charging it now so I can pull a vlog, see what we did. At World Cup, we ran as much as 53 pounds of boost. I didn't want to run any more than that because we were running out of pump. But given that this is a much shorter race, maybe I can pass 53 pounds, go to like 55 or so. See how it likes it. At 55 pounds, I'm sorry, yeah, 55 pounds of boost, should run a good number, man. Should get closer to that 160 mile an hour mark in the 8th. Close to 160, and if we can get down in the 460s, 8th mile, I'll be happy with that. See what we can do. Guys, I absolutely love this car, man. This thing has came such a crazy long way. From being a 14-second freaking bone stock Supra, 14.3 to now bottom 7-second car. We've cut the time in half. All right, guys, it is now nighttime at OSW. It's only 6 p.m., but the time recently changed, and now it gets night super early. So I'm here, I pulled the data log. So far, that was 50 pounds of boost. You can see it here, 49, 50 pounds of boost. The fuel pressure at that boost level stays true. So the fuel pressure, the pump is still hanging in there, so it was good. The air fuel, the car was a little rich, and we're doing that way when the fuel pressure starts to drop off, it kind of corrects the air fuel when we're pushing it a little past what the pump can handle. So oil pressure was solid, fuel pressure stayed true for that run. The nitrous turned off 1 second into the run. So what I'm doing for this run, what I decided to do is, that was 50 pounds of boost and I had the nitrous turning off at 48 pounds of boost. The car saw 48 pounds of boost 1 second into the run and it killed the spray. Now, I'm not gonna turn off the nitrous with boost, I'm gonna turn it off with RPM. So I basically said whenever it sees 60 pounds turn off, it's not gonna see that much, we're not gonna try to boost that much. Instead, I told the nitrous to turn off at 8,800 RPMs. So now, by doing that, I should have the nitrous on for like another second down track. So instead of using it for 1 second, we're gonna use it for 2 seconds down the track. So that alone should help. I gave it another 100 RPMs on the launch, so that should help. And I gave it 4 more pounds of boost. So this is 54 pounds of boost. And I took out the passenger chair. I burnt a little fuel in that race, so the car's probably 35 to 40 pounds lighter than that last go. Easily making another 100 wheel, a little more launch RPM. Let's see if we can go a very low 4.7 or maybe click off that 460 something. That would be crazy if we knock that out on our second try. So let's see. Once we run it like this, I'll check fuel pressure again, see what's happening, see how the air fuels are. Maybe because this is only 8th mile racing, I could squeeze it a little more. Maybe I could get another 2, 3, 4 more pounds of boost out of it, which would be another 100 wheel horsepower. So that could be sweet. If it hooks up well this round, maybe I give it another 100 RPMs on the lead. Maybe I can leave the nitrous on a little longer. We'll keep dancing with the laptop and playing with these numbers to try to go faster, guys. But so far, so good. First pass was good. The track felt incredible. And I'm confident with this tune-up. The weather's getting a little better. Let's see what we can do, race family. All right, guys, I called us up for qualifying pass number 2. Let's see if the changes we made result in a better ET. Let's see what happens. What you got going on, buddy?
Supra's on one. Look out, 117, 60 foot out the back door, 461 at 157 mile an hour.
Baltic, you're a bam! Let's go! Yes! Look at the little flame. Let's go! Race family! Holy crap! Guys, we went a 461. We took 2/10 off to the 8th mile. Let's go! I didn't even have that camera recording. Oh, my bad. Yo, that felt crazy. Woo! Damn! Why couldn't we have done that in Maryland? Guys, the best we had ever done before we got here was a 480. I would go 481, 482, 480, bunch of 480s. We went a 479 and now a 461 at 157 miles an hour. Wow, that feels awesome. I wish that would have been a pass out the back. Ugh. Damn it. That there in the quarter, guys, if we took 2/10 off to the 8th, even if it didn't add any more in the back half, which it does, just the 2/10 off in the 8th is a 14. That would, oh shit, I passed the skills. Guys, that right there would have been a 714, but in reality, I know it takes off more off the back as well. So that's probably a 7.0 pass. Had I ran it out the back, that would have been a 7.0 something. 31.27. Guys, man, when I say I started from the bottom, I used to enjoy racing my 14-second car. This car was a 14-second car and I bought it, and now it's literally flying. Hello.
There we go.
All right.
Now I can hear.
292. I passed the scales and parked on
No time or?
a heavy street.
Okay.
What's called a Supra?
Yeah. That was a lick, man. That was my fastest pass of my life.
Heavy street.
Yeah.
It was moving.
Well, good, dog.
On a 461.
How the hell did you get
I was
off
laughing.
that?
I was like,
Sandwich on?
and with 2 less cylinders, it just outran everybody. I think it was.
It's the only
Paul.
import out here. I don't see any other imports.
$80.
Let's go! Guys, 1/17 to the 60 foot. I've done that before. And the car dead hooked. It's not even close to wheeling. We can go faster than that. But that was a 1/17 60 foot, 461 at 157 miles an hour. So that's our fastest mile an hour ever to the 8th. Our fastest ET to the 8th. We matched our best 60 foot. We're gonna go fast this weekend. And once we get this thing figured out, so although this is only an 8th mile event, I wanted to come out here and figure out the short track. Really practice and compete. I like competing, right? Cutting a good light. I beat that guy at the light as well. Just get the 8th mile figured out, and then we run it out the back at the next quarter mile event and go quick. That's crazy. All right, let's go tell the wife and kids. Guys, that felt unreal, man. You guys know how hard I work on that car, and I'm out here by myself. Oh, it felt good.
How'd you do?
Baby.
Scared him.
I did. You're not gonna believe it. There's no way anybody could believe this. I went a 479 earlier. That's like, I had gone a 480. So that's like one little drop better.
You did.
I wanted to like go low 70s, maybe touch a 60. I almost went in the 50s. 61. I mean, think about it like this. At World Cup, when I won the 734, my new record, that was 2/10 slower to the 8th. So you could say shave 2/10 off, right? That's a 7.1. And really, when you take off that much down low, it makes a significant impact on top. So it's not just you did the savings there and the back half is the same. So this could have been like a 7.0 something pass.
Oh my gosh.
We're getting close. I treed the guy we were racing again. Let's go! Guys, we have shown off our motorhome in the past a little bit, but not too often. This is our home away from home. Leilani's sleeping in the back, don't mind the mess. We went grocery shopping last minute and we got a bunch of goods, baby. Look at those muffins. Let's go!